What's up, freaks? Hi. Hello. That wasn't very nice. I'm sorry. You're lovely. You're great. I love you. I'm in... I introduced me to your mom. Hi. Hello. We're gonna paint some fucking men. Or women. No, actually. People get mad about that. Space Marines are men. Back in my day, when Space Marines were men and women were women. Hello. What's up? I made a YouTube video. That's not impressive because I do that a lot, but I didn't do it last week, but there's one this week. You should watch that. Not right now, because you're watching me. Watch me later. Not this one, the other me. You get it. You get it. You get it. It's really good. Thank you. Hell yeah. It's kind of sad. But sometimes you have to be. Should you look on your philosophy of art final exam? Good luck. You have this. The philosophy of art is that you should do it. Is that it can't, it's not, I don't know. Good luck! Ow! I've been fiddling with this for forever. It's very hard to, like, get everything right so I can, like, see the screen and then read the chat and, like, have a bit of the desk involved. You don't need luck, you're gonna nail it. Oh, that would have been way cooler. Why didn't I say that? Yes, that's what I said. Ignore them. You don't need luck. You got this. 100%. Would you like a magic star? Just in case you do need luck. Which one is this one? It's happy, but with a monobrow. That's good. You started watching my older YouTube vids when you first realized you were trans? Uh-oh. I have successfully brainwashed the youth of today. That is my plan all along. I live to brainwash. Big W, by the way. These Games Workshop thingies, washes, shades, they've been in a box for like 2 years. They're still liquid inside. I want to see if they're usable. That could be a big win for me. Because I don't have them. You haven't had the stars in ages? I have a big box. The box that you buy if you're a shop and you want to sell them individually. One of those. I bought one of those on Amazon. Because Boy said he liked them. So, when he came to visit, I bought a big box. I'm a good host. Don't know how to cook, but 5 packets of these, and you're a chef. How is everyone? It's funny that antidepressant o'clock happened in the last video. Yeah. What's funny is that because of those antidepressants and changing my medication, I couldn't film until like 7 p.m. So I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the heart. Random YouTube stream Rex, hello. Good luck, buddy. Good luck to you. It's all in jokes. Granola. I slapped on the granola today. Completely and utterly. I haven't had it. Didn't have it. Crazy. Can't get granola burnt out, you know? It's important to not burn out. I just have a thing on my screen that I can't get rid of. That's fun. Okay. We're eating granola right now. The cult grows ever stronger. Get this out of the way so I can read chat. Okay, I have before me a wet palette. I wanted to make a joke about hydrophobic paper.
Good chat.
Thank you. 4 months, hell yeah. Because it sounds like on a 3-month streak, you're my favorite. Sounds like homophobic, and I thought that would be funny, but it's not hydrophobic paper. It's like kinda hydrophobic. Like your parents. Like not really, but in private. Candy and soda are a healthy snack. Who are you, my mum? I had fuel today, and for dinner, I had vegetarian. I ordered from that Mexican place again for like the 3rd time this week. I had vegetarian chili and a bunch of vegetables and rice. That's healthy. Let me enjoy my soda and my chocolate snack. I've earned it. I've actually been very productive today. Productive, I would say more productive than your average individual. Usually I am many tiers below that. I am incredibly unproductive. But today is the exact opposite of yesterday, and I feel joy and happiness. So I did a bunch of stuff around my house. I cleaned up. I'm doing this. I originally wasn't going to stream today because I was sad, but I'm not sad anymore. Isn't that the joy? You just take some magic pills and prescription pills, and you just wait and see what happens whilst you adjust to them. Maybe you have a horrible day. Maybe you have a good day. How do I get rid of this thing on my screen? I hit something on the keyboard, and it's just got like the YouTube video up with the. I'm just gonna try this. Get rid of it. There we go. Fixed it. Never mind. What's my faction? Don't know. I'm torn. I think I've decided on a Space Marine faction for myself, but I'm still like not 100%. This is the closest I've been to deciding. I think I want to do Silver Templars. I was gonna do Raven Guard, but I didn't really enjoy painting the all black of this little guy. I mean, I don't know. I want to paint them up, see what I like. I wanted to paint these tiny guys because they're based. As in, based with paint, not based as in cool. But I guess they are based as in cool. Look at these tiny little freaks. Focus. Yeah, he was not gonna do it. There you go. Brrr. My hand looks so long. That's cool. Camera lens. Yeah, whatever. They're tiny. They're tiny little dudes, okay? They're the epic scale, and I bought them. I don't even want to play the epic scale. There's a chance that I will learn how to play, like, Kill Team or something, but I'll never learn how to play this. I just like that they are very, very tiny. They're silly. Why are they so small? That's ridiculous. Look. This is a regular. I'm gonna use one of the boys' figures that he hasn't finished painting. This is a regular dude. And this is 5 tiny men. Insanity. Insanity. I don't know how I'm gonna paint that because I shake now. My all the fucking pills that I pop make me shake. Oh. Hold on. I'm chewing. Obviously. No, I've forgotten now. Oh yeah, I hallucinated last night. That was just a thing that happened. I was tired, and I was trying to go to sleep, and I saw like a spider on my window behind, like at the side of the blind, and I saw it like really detailed, and then I freaked out. Turned the light on, and then looked everywhere. There was no spider. It wasn't real. I decided that it wasn't real because I looked absolutely everywhere, and then I turned the lights. I did that twice. It happened twice. The second time, I didn't like see it as crystal clear, but I saw something moving, and I looked. There was nothing there. I was losing my shit. There was "Don't let it convince you." No, maybe. I mean, yeah, I checked everywhere. Trust me, I'm terrified of spiders, so I went crazy, like checking. I didn't stop until I was 100% certain. Yeah, there was nowhere that it could have possibly been. It could not have moved away that fast from, like, thank you, from where I originally saw it. And then I just turned the light off again and tried to go to sleep, and I just looked and I could see again something moving, and I was like, I think I'm just halfway between like sleep and living, I think. And it was just kind of, I think it was like the light coming in through because I live in a city, so it's not fully dark, coming in at the side of the blind. Maybe the blind was moving. It was all kinds of silly things, but it was a bit freaky. I mean, I'm glad, because I what's worse than a hallucination? A real spider. I do feel very tired. As I have yapped about 1 million zillion times, I'm back in a meds adjustment period, so I think it's disrupting my sleep. I'm sleeping for a regular amount of time, but there are bags under my eyes. My sleep, not restful, apparently. Okay, this wet palette is not wet enough. Come here, bitch. Get wetter. Oh, yeah. Maybe too wet. Nah, it's fine. It's okay. Shall I paint? Oh, I don't have a glass. Water. Hold on. Okay, I'll get one. I do see YouTube chat. I saw that. I see you. You're right there. You're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. Went downstairs, started texting on my phone, walked into the kitchen, forgot why I went downstairs. Took me a sec. I had to remember. Doesn't sound like me at all. I know that, but sometimes, you know, the greats fail too. I am but a mere mortal. Actually, I don't know. That is not fact checked. We don't know. I could be immortal. I think I am. There's no evidence that I'm not. People have died, but not me, so. They ain't me. Are you all fucking talking about how to ad block my stream? Fuck, shut up. YouTube chat, why? Why do you always do this? Why do you always have to be like the black sheep of the family? I would prefer if we don't talk about that, because I do this for money to live and pay bills. You can ad block if you want, but I would prefer to not discuss it in the chat and give suggestions. Thank you. What am I doing? Chat. Thank you. What am I doing? I'm painting. Okay, how in the fuck am I gonna paint one of these? Each one of these dudes Oh my god. Each one of these little dudes, I did not nearly say something bad, is, I was going to say freaks, by the way, not the slur. Each one of these tiny little dudes is a Space Marine. Space Marines have detail and color. How the fuck am I going to do this? This is difficult. I'm going to try, though. We're going to be brave. How about I turn the donations off so that we can, like, turn the thing off on the thing. Shut up. I'm going to move them. Icky is brain dead. Confirmed. Can you see them moving in real time? How cool is that? Wow. Sick. My based 40k era? Yeah, maybe. No, I have, yeah. I'm in too deep. Camera in biggin. There we go. Bigified. How the hell? There's no chance. Like, people do the eyes on these things. People paint like that. I have a master's. I don't have a master's in art. I have a degree. I have a bachelor's degree with honors. I burped. What do I use for live streaming? Streamlabs. Because I'm a nerd. I don't have a thingy. What? I do have a thingy. That's why the government hate me. I don't know why I made that joke. Stream of consciousness. Sometimes when I stream, you're like having your brain is like, you need to talk because you are the only thing being entertaining on this stream, you know? Like, people are watching you. You have to say stuff. So I don't really filter the thoughts as they come out of my whatever factory is within my brain. So sometimes we get things like that. Oh well. Yeah, this is tiny baby, tiny 40k. 40k for tiny babies like me. Because they're just cute. I like them and I like building them. They're very difficult to actually build. Because they're so small and I'm incredibly shaky. So it's I don't know. But I feel like I can lean and I can this is a dreadnought. Look how tiny it is. Noises are optional, but recommended for fun. What? I look like I'm going bald. Come on. I've got... Here we go. This is what face framing is, by the way.
Good chat.
Thank you. It's... Oh, there's too many. It's hard to do this because the camera, for me, is flipped the wrong way. Whereas it's the correct way to, like, read text and stuff, but it's, Icky, I miss the girl, puppy, cottagecore, target girl vibe your last hairstyle had. Honestly, that made me feel good about changing it. Thank you. I don't want that to be my vibe. I'm sorry. Yeah. These are some of the face framing layers that I yap about. It's very cool. I like it. Other vehicles? Yeah. You can get, like, Knights and Titans and stuff, and they're, like, you know, the big ones are, like, the size of a Space Marine, I think, or bigger. It's all miniaturized. Tiny, baby... or do I want to do something else? I don't know if I want to paint these little guys. I don't know if it will be as fun as trying to find my little faction that I want. I can't spray paint in here, can I? The fumes will kill me. They can fucking try. Because I was thinking about I could just base a guy and then try and paint the faction that I want to do and see if I like it. Don't understand the camera flipping thing? Why would I reverse it? So that you can read text. It's not reversed, it's the correct way. It's just, I move my right hand, but on the screen, my hand go left. So it's, you know, sometimes I get my wires crossed, especially with turning my head. But luckily the lens is flipped up there, and sometimes I remember. Not a good idea to spray them indoors? Well, womp. Okay, I'll paint some tiny dudes. My plan was these things here, I think, that I have here. You can't see them, but they're paint. My plan was, like mix this black.
Good chat.
Thank you. Mix this speed paint black with some blue because these ones are going to be ultramarines. And then dry brush a little bit of silver or a little bit of blue and then a tiny bit of white. I I based them blue and I tried to do like zenithal spray from the top to give like contrast, and it did give contrast, but it was with a spray can, so it was very difficult, and it kind of led to like splotchy bits from the spray can, and I don't even know why that happened. Like I tried to avoid it. I don't think I shook it for enough time. But ideally, it should show through with the blue wash, and it will still be cool, and everyone will go home happy, especially me. Maybe a darker blue there. Navy. Imperial Navy. This part is the fun part where you get to shake it. It's got a little ball in it. Can you hear? Hell yeah. Don't I mean shade? No, because it's a speed paint. It's an army painter one. No official paints for me, thank you very much. Because they're expensive and the little capsule thingies suck. Thank you. Okay. What you can't see is I'm putting these fucking things on a wet palette. It means it will stay wet the entire stream, just like your mom. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I said that. Oopsie. But it's true. Just gonna stop. Sorry. I would like to retain an audience, not put them off. I need an ASMR mic? No, don't encourage me. I'm gonna use the tiny paintbrush. One. Do it. Do it. Whoa. Hell yeah. That was like intentional, but by mistake. This is a shitty brush. It's not like it's not a fancy brush or anything. I do have some fancy ones, but I feel like if I use them, I'm gonna ruin them. Which is really dumb. But we're gonna try. We're just gonna try with a shitty one and see where we get. I don't know, this is not a tutorial. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. Nope, never mind. Wow, whirlwind of emotions right there. Be icky, stream for 6+ months, run tons of businesses, has emotes, forgets to write an about page. I have an about page. Bitch ass. Are you talking about Twitch? There is an about page on Twitch. Sometimes on mobile it just doesn't show it. I'll fucking prove it to you. My desk is so creaky. Oh, it's suggested my own stream. About. Nothing shows up, which is really dumb. But there is an about. Okay? That does actually exist. It just is only on the desktop version for whatever reason. I don't know why. If you go onto the desktop version, it will come up, which I don't know how to do on my phone because it always takes me to the app. But it's a real thing. You can trust me. I'm fairly confident in that, by the way. That I do have an about. It just only shows up on desktop. I don't know why. I gotta use a shitty brush to mix these together. Did I ever develop the habit? Why did it take me so long to read that? Do you ever develop the habit of putting the brush in your mouth? No. I think I tried it once last time I was painting, and it just kind of, I don't know, scares me. I don't want to put paint in my mouth. What if I die? Uh-oh. The black is leaking in too much because it's... I'm going to add a little bit of water to my concoction. Just, okay, alright, okay. I've made a brand new concept. Slightly darker blue. You just ingest paint. Maybe I'll drink it. It's safe, right? It's safe to drink. They're non-toxic, aren't they? Oh no. Wait, I think this one is toxic. Serious eye irritation.
Good chat.
Wear protective gloves? No. Am I gonna die? Damn. I'm gonna die. Add white to brighten the color. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. No, I wanted it to be dark. I need one thing I'm trying to learn. That's what I'm going to learn now, today, right in front of your very eyes, is how to apply very, very thin layers of paint. Because I have been thinning my paints, but I didn't realize that it needs to be extra, extra thin. So I would like to figure that out. Don't really know how that goes. Don't use the paint as eyeshadow. Don't. Okay. I think the small brush is a mistake. Yeah. No, the small brush is doing nothing. Small brush doing nothing, we'll go to a bigger brush. Size does matter. Wow. Who knew? Oh shit. Isn't lead paint illegal? I don't know if it's lead paint. It might be like totally not lead trademark paint. Okay, so I'm just gonna brush the whole thing with this dark blue and see if it does anything to make it darker. I'm gonna try and put more of it in the actual parts that should be dark. I think it... I don't think it's really much of a difference from the base layer. I'm just gonna paint the dark parts dark. Just double down. Then we'll have a bigger contrast. See? Art words. Contrast. Quiz me. I know more art words. Paintbrush. Palette. That's it. I'm out. There's no more. I don't know anymore. Okay. I paint this guy. It was easier with boy here because he would just yap. It's hard to paint and yap. Wow. Paint and yap, difficult. If only scientists warned me about this. Which one of you are dry? These are tiny. Not to like shame at all, but guys. They are cute there. They are very cute. I'm gonna need some audience participation. Otherwise, this is gonna be brutal. For everyone involved. Ooh. I forgot whose audience I was talking to. My own. Okay. Okie dokie. Sorry, I hope that isn't too loud. I'm gonna do a little bit of dry brushing of silver. See if that helps. Metallic, so that they look like they're actual things. Whew, careful. I have the paint all over me. I'm gonna die. It says I should wash it off immediately. I have minutes left to live. Better use them wisely. Oh wait, I can't use my hands because of the paint. Big brain. Wow. Amazing. Does anyone... I kind of know how to dry brush. I haven't done it like, I mean, I'm successful when I try and do it, but I wouldn't say that I'm an expert. Get a slightly damp brush, and you pretty much just paint it on the paper until it stops showing up. And then you brush it on. Dry brush tutorial. I'm gonna test it on this guy. Maybe went a tad too far. I don't know if they like even have enough surface. Oh no, it's working. I think. I think. That's so fucking small. I need like pens. I'd be so good if I could like if pens didn't suck. I believe it to be working. Oh yeah, it totally is. It's making them shiny. They look like their armor is metallic now and not paint. Honestly, I really could just like sit silently this whole time. So you're gonna have to like get your money's worth, you know? Make some friends. Do your taxes. Successful! They are tiny, tiny space marines. Very tiny space marines. Okay, next. I'm gonna do that again, but with a lighter blue. For contrast. This may be too light, but we'll see. Watching paint dry stream? Oh my god, it is. For real. Actually is. We can just stare together and watch the paint dry. Okay. What if I turn out to be a genius? Isn't that crazy? Makes you want to paint. I mean, if you were painting too at home, it would be like one of those art shows from when I was a kid. But also, it would probably be kind of cool. You would have a painting friend, and I would have a painting friend, but I wouldn't be able to see them. But that's fine. I don't need to see my friends to know that they're real. They just speak to me in my head. They tell me to do horrible things. Not psychotic. It was a normal amount of hallucinating. Okay. See if we can do this again. All I can hear is like building works outside. Working doing graphic design whilst I stream? Hell yeah, that totally counts. That's artsy. That's artistic. Had to make sure I said the right word. Dry brush. It's called that because the brush is dry. But it's actually a trick because the brush is not like 100% dry. So, you know, Santa isn't real and all that. Sorry to spoil the magic of dry brushes, but they are in fact a lie. There's contrast now. There is absolutely no fucking way I can like pick out details of these little dudes. I've seen people who like, they have teeny tiny. This is a completely unrelated, but I was looking just then because I had to see if it was in focus. My dark hair makes my eyes look nicer. They look brighter, I feel. Anyway, get out the way. Come on, bitch. I didn't mean that camera. My friend. My friend. Okay, I don't know what I'm trying to show you here. I forgot. They have tiny little dots. Oh, I can show you on a real one. They have tiny little dots on their shoulder pad thingies. How the fuck do people do that on these little baby bitch ones? That's crazy work. I don't think so. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if these actually exist. I wonder if this is like, am I gonna unleash evil or something? Oh, it seems fine. Wild. I've not like touched this in like at least a year and a bit. Crazy. The lid actually stayed on. Have I considered magnifying glasses? No. All I've considered is suffering. I'm doing it wrong. I know you're not supposed to do it like this. I just can't be bothered to wait because I don't need it on my palette. I am putting this on in the hopes that it fills whatever detail is there. There is quite a lot of detail on these tiny little guys, by the way. Like, I wonder if you'll be able to see it better after I put this wash on, but there is a surprising amount. But I meant maybe they just, like, made, like, detailed 3D renders and then just shrunk them down or something. That feels like cheating, because I have to paint them like this. I can't shrink them down, but whatever. I also have no way to back that up. That could not be real. Oh. Oh. Started using Army Painter paints. I have a whole box of Army Painter paints. I got that, like, big pack of, like, 1 billion. And it was, like, free paint stand. And I was like, oh, cool. But you have to build the paint stand with super glue. Ridiculous. I have super glue. I just didn't want to build it. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see any details. But, like, no, definitely can't. But you're gonna have to trust me. The camera is not gonna do this. It's not gonna do this. They are cool. They have, like, the guns are, like, quite well done. That's it. That's all I have to say. I need to get, like, a paint camera. If I do this more, I'll have, like, a little camera over there that does, shows the painting, but that sounds expensive, so I don't really know if that's an investment. Don't drink the paint water. Say it out loud, make it true. Don't drink it. Good. Did I get the little into... No, I didn't get into these because of the boy I'm dating. I was already into them. I just took a break for a bit. I took a break and I didn't do any hobby stuff. Here's my evidence. Look, these guys are mine. And they were painted in 2023. Whoa, they are clone troopers. If you didn't know that. Hell yeah. Oh, it just wants to focus. I know, I'm so cool, but like, wow. Hell yeah. And 2023, okay? There's no way for me to prove that. Probably, maybe like a photo on my phone or something. I never finish them, because I don't finish anything. But, like, this is the closest I got to, like, finishing. I wanted to get, like, a little full battle force thingy. But then I started painting the bike thing. I don't know what this is called. I can't remember. I started painting the bike. Get away from me. There we go. And I got, like, as you can...
Good chat.
Thank you. As you can see, I got, like, way too into, like, the details on the bike instead of, like, finishing it. I got into, like, doing chipped paint and, like, burn marks from the engine instead of actually the bulk of the work. Oh well, whoopsie daisy me. That's fine. That's what it's all about. Those are the fun parts. How is the big as the pile of shame? Oh. Are you talking about the new one from now, from when I started, or does it include all the previous stuff? Does it count 2023 stuff, or not? I don't think it does. Right? Surely. I don't know if they, past, present, and future. Shit. And I have a storage locker, and in the storage locker is like a bunch of stuff that I haven't done. and like like Cursed City. That's like a Warhammer thing. That the whole box is in there, and some other stuff that I don't remember. I have some stuff people sent me that I haven't done, and I bought a ton of stuff now in the modern day. I have done a ton. I bought a ton of stuff. There is a lot of There is a lot. Because also I backed this Kickstarter for a board game in 2022, and it came with tons and tons of models. They're just one of my moving boxes is just those board games, just those models. I'm pretty sure most of the hobby is just buying stuff and not painting it. You know? I'm fairly confident the actual hobby part of the hobby is just buying stuff and then not painting it. Like, the pile of shame is the hobby. This is a miracle. Didn't realize I was a nerd. I'm not a nerd. I'm doing this to make you feel better about your life. I'm doing this for the real nerds out there who aren't me. It's very aggressive dry brushing. Bark, fucking bark, homie. What's going on? They overlapped. Thank you. The overlap was too much for my tiny little brain cells. You wanna see if you can make a tiny hat? I'm missing context. You know what? Don't need the context. That sounds cool. You should do that. The only thing that stops me from painting is that it's the brushes. My fear of the brushes. You have to clean them properly and you have to put all the dirty stuff away. I don't like that part very much. But I'm gonna set up, I'm pretty sure I yapped about this yesterday, but I'm gonna change my living room so it's set up nicely to be a little hobby room. Because I don't have guests. Because, well, I don't know. I won't speculate on that. What state are my makeup brushes in? They're fine. I cleaned them quite recently. Actually. They're fine. They also don't get, like, covered in acrylic paint. So, they have a longer lifespan. I'm gonna try. Is this working? Kind of. It's kind of highlighting them. Oh, I accidentally did like a edge highlight. Accidentally edged. Sorry, guys. Ugh. Hey, it's been like 46 minutes. I can make an edge joke. I've been painting for that long and I haven't made one already? Miracle. Miracle. I need this. Mix. Okay, that contrast is like a bit high, so I'm using this very watery speed paint to try and make like a fade. Like the cool kids. They have something fade. Low taper fade. Isn't that a brain rot thing? I don't know. I'm aging out of like internet brain rot, so I have a very weak grip on the culture of internet brain rot. I know that like Italian internet brain rot is popping off right now, which is just insane, very bizarre. Oh, ouchie. That hurt. I don't know if you can hear, but like there's just a really high-pitched machine noise going on, and oh god, it is bugging the hell out of me. It's like a weird, really loud Hoover or something. I committed one of the, I committed Mike not picking it up? That's good. Good. Save yourselves. I committed one of the unforgivable sins. I put paint up to the top. Uh-oh. Luckily, it's a shit brush, and luckily, it's speed paint. You can hear it? Oh my god. You can see that they are more contrasted now. Hell yeah. There's no way to do details on this, surely. Like, unless I put a tiny bit of paint on, like, I don't know, a pin. Unless I shrink myself down to a tiny atom and rob banks. That's the first thing I would do. And then I would carry on with this painting, I guess. I'm getting black paint. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna be oh so brave. She's so brave. And try to paint. Full stop. No, try to paint their guns. Tiny little, whatever the guns, bolt. I only know bolt rifle. Am I from London? I mean, technically, yes. I was born there, but I don't live there. So no, I guess. I don't know. This is difficult. This is difficult, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. When I'll be very proud of myself. And you will be proud of me too, right? Right? Yes? Yes? I heard a yes. Yeah, see? You'll all be proud of me. Thank you. This, like, thin layer of paint stuff is fucking lame. Like, I get it, but, ugh. Makes it a lot longer. But more details. Wait. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, I do. Okay. That's his little arm. These guns are so tiny. Am I watching the Arsenal game today?
Good chat.
No. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, I am not going to watch the football. Because I'm cool, obviously. I'm too cool for that. I'm doing something much more important. No, I don't follow sports. Unless it's like the World Cup, and then it's kind of fun. Because everyone is nice. And it's the one time of year that everyone in England decides to be nice. Not to people outside of England, but to people within England. I'll take what I can get, you know? My YouTube video today is titled, Do I have to leave the UK? And one of the comments is why you just got here. 27 years ago. Do people not know that I'm British? I'm pretty sure that's very well known. I sound like this. And I act like this. I'm painting Warhammer. That's in Nottingham. That's where I grew up. I grew up around Nottingham, not in it. But I grew up around it, and I've only been to Warhammer World twice in my life. Crazy. But to be fair, I only got into it in 2022? 23? I don't know. Because my job was making grown-up pictures of myself, and I was very bored. So I needed a hobby, and also I was like 24, so I wasn't as busy. Didn't have as much going on, you know? Now, some days I have a lot going on, like today, and then some of the time I got nothing going on. This is very relaxing. I see the appeal of tiny men. I don't know why I said it like that. My apologies. Isn't that where the sheriff was from? Yeah, the sheriff of Nottingham. Americans say Nottingham, which is kind of funny, but it's Nottingham. If you want to impress someone with your pronunciation of a niche part of England. Actually, probably one of the more well-known parts. Nottingham, exactly. Birmingham, same thing, yeah. We don't say it like that. Birmingham. It's a hum instead of a ham. Birmingham. It's so weird. I remember seeing Blink 182 at Nottingham Arena and having them be like, Nottingham. It was very odd. The only people that pronounce it right were the front bottoms because they came to Nottingham a lot and they really liked it. They had friends there, so they actually pronounced the city right. You follow so many British streamers that you don't hear the accent. Use a kettle and say 12:30. Wait, say 12:30 for 1? For 12:30, okay. I nearly went in fucking crazy mode. Don't be doing that Norwegian shit around here. I feel like realistically I should be like batch painting these guys because they're so tiny. Because it wouldn't take that long. However, this is a test. I'm allowed to make mistakes. We learn as we go, just like in life. This is my first time, and I don't really know the rules. Life, not this. I understand the rules for this. NC21 has been voted down. I don't know what that means. What am I painting? Epic scale. Tiny little space marines. Very, very tiny ones. You hate when people say 8:30. Is it 2:30 or 2:30? It's the same. What? That's the same. Are you joking? Is that a joke? That's the same. 2:30 is like 2:30 is 2:30 no matter what. Whether it's what? What, did I read it wrong? No, I didn't. Yeah. That was a bit. I'm gonna just say that was a bit. You were doing a bit. 8:30, like, is that 8:30 or half an hour to 8? Or 8:30? 8:30 means 8:30. Always. There's no... We don't say, like... We would... If we... We don't say, like... We don't do it that way. We don't say half an hour to 8 or whatever. We just say 7:30 or 7:30. We'd say 7:30. I can see why that would be confusing though, because 7:30 sounds like, you know, nearly to 7, but that's dumb and no one should use that. No way. Okay, where's my metallic paints? I can see why, but you're wrong. Yeah, totally. Remember, this is a dictatorship. Icky painting for 5 seconds and is trying to be brave enough to edge highlight a tiny miniature. Oh, it'd be difficult. Do you think this makes the debt I'm in worth it? For my art degree, I must clarify. Let's just assume yes. This does make the debt worth it. Of course it does. How much debt, Icky? Oh, about 60, 70 grand because the interest is 9%. Oh, okay. That seems reasonable. Crazy. Insanity. Pibby! Hello! Pibby, I can't paint your face on one of these figures because they're this big. But maybe on one of the bigger ones. Or maybe you just come here and I'll paint your face in real life. That's a threat, I guess. Hi! Me and Pibby couldn't hang out today, so we have to spiritually hang out. We were both doing chores. Trying to edge. Trying to edge highlight. I should stop pausing in the middle of sentence. I just did it then. I should only finish sentences because sometimes I do that and that's not good. This is actually very relaxing. I'm enjoying myself. I don't care about you guys, if you're enjoying yourself or not.
Good chat.
Thank you. What? I never knew that I'm outing me as trans, but now I'm crying every day. Sorry. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I call in the community at large. Please help. Calling you in like the Avengers right now. I'm trying to make these little guns so cute. I thought about doing like pink space marines and stuff, but I don't know, I think it would be lame. It would be really cute, but it would feel like a bit the whole time. Because I don't know, I want to paint cool metallic marines. Wasting my metallic paint on these tiny dudes when I'm gonna need it for my Silver Templars. Oh, I found a part that I didn't edge highlight. Saved it. Saved it! It's a shame that it's too small to like actually show details on the stream camera. But I will probably put them on Instagram as always. And maybe I'll have enough time to paint one that's actually visible to the naked eye. I don't think my body is like accustomed to real food because every time I've had this vegetarian Mexican thing twice, and then and it's just super filling. I don't know, I'm only used to liquid food or granola. And then I had one with meat yesterday, and it was just, meat is filling. Did you know that? All of my reels are just like Warhammer adjacent, or just Warhammer itself. Ugh. Yo, soft drink. Meat filler, yes. Check a code for tiny origami. Okay. I will check. Where am I checking? Streams? Yo! There's some tiny birds. Here is more. And there is also a hat or a boat, depending on your perspective. That's very cute. That is talent. That was ridiculously tiny. I don't know how you did that. I don't have the precision. I have shaky ass hands right now. Hell yeah. That's so cool. Now I'm just on my phone, I guess. Notification that I'm live.
Good chat.
Thank you. Oh, prime sub time of the month. Basically a period. Euphoria. Hell yeah. Nice. Let me see. Ooh.
Good chat.
Hi. What? What? Who has interpersonal drama? Can I know? Can you tell me? I crave knowledge. I've missed a bunch of chat things and I'm not in the conversation. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I don't know. I've met Philosophy Tube and she's really nice. That's all I have to offer. That's it. My tummy hurts. Tea has been denied. I don't know. You can spill tea. We don't need to be relevant here. I'm painting. There's all bets are off. Do you have emotional periods? No. My beds are consistent. I don't be having none of those. I did try to keep track once because I was like, oh, I feel really weird. And I have no reason why. And I just wanted to see, but no, it's not something that I've ever experienced. Hi, I'm really shy. I just keep watching silently after this. Hi. Salute the troops. Silent watchers. Hello. You are valid. And tiny. My brain is tiny, clearly. Honestly, I didn't, I originally was never going to paint on stream because I don't like doing things under pressure. I get scared of doing things badly. But I'm so, new to this hobby. I'd taken, 2 years off. And I know a bunch of technical stuff. I'm not going to be very good at it, but, we've seen me fail at pretty much everything by now. I don't think there's a thing that I haven't kind of flopped at one point. So we're all used to it. We can handle it. We're all fine. Close-up cam would be cool? Yeah. Yep, would be. I don't have one yet, sorry, but I'll work on that if I do this more often. This may just be a one and done. We don't know. We don't
Good
know.
chat.
Thank you. See, I'm not clicker trained because that took ages. The tea is that my neighbor that stole my underwear and denied it even though I had proof invited me to dinner yesterday. Did you go? What did they make? What did they make? Did they really steal it and deny it, or are you making it up for clout? Sometimes people make shit up just to write in chat. Happens a lot, actually. I don't know why, but some people deem it necessary. That's a nice noise. Nice. Tiny little dots to make their helmets very light. Maybe the shoulder pads as well of these tiny little guys. This is part of the granola cult. I want you to know that I did genuinely try and think how I could make granola Space Marines. It means nothing. How would anyone do that? That's not a thing. But I did try. I did think about it. Would they all be holding a bowl of granola? Also, I bought a 3D printer yesterday. I bought it with IC company funds so that I can use it to make products, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about. Make like a fucking wonton space marine, and then sell it. What kind of 3D printer? The bamboo one. Is that how you pronounce it? Bamboo? X1X something. Sorry, I don't remember what it... let me try and find it. Let me try and find. Oh, I missed a bunch of emails. Fuck. Shit. I missed a bunch of work emails, ick emails. I don't know how I didn't see those. Damn it, icky. Bamboo Lab, 1X1C 3D. That was pretty close. I had all the things, just in a creative order. I took some liberties with it. Yeah, I'm excited. I wanna make some... We'll be able to sell cool things, little models, little 3D printed things, perhaps, or I don't know. It'll pay for itself, I'm sure. It'll be fun. I'll 3D print some clothes. I think Pangaea, the brand Pangaea, have done that. I think they've definitely like 3D printed shoes. I remember that. I will have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I'm probably hire people to like make things because I've tried to use Blender and it's not like crazy, but at the same time it is. It's very like easy to learn the basics, but God, I don't think I could do anything complicated with it. So I'd probably just try and find like someone that would be willing to help me. Lovely artist. What's going on? Blend has a really high... Yeah. Definitely. I used it for university and it was difficult. Fun though. Hell yeah. Contrasted dudes. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Put it in front of my face, but you can... There's dark and light. This doesn't really show you if there's any quality involved in this. I wonder if I could take a little photo. I wonder if that will work. Okay, it's just a black screen. Didn't want to let me. Nice. No, these guys are like just too small. They're just unperceivable by the human eye. Okay. I mean, the picture is really oversaturated, but here is some dudes. There is contrast. It's not focusing on my phone screen. There is contrast. Yo. Hell yeah. Does anybody want to buy some stream mode sweat? That fucking terrified me. I forgot that was a thing. That scared the shit out of me. Scary. I'm very precious. Be careful. Oh. This is scary. I'm doing a tiny little dot of white on all of the... on like a tiny amount of raised portions for even more contrast. I feel like contrast is the way to go because... Oh, how did I do that? I got it all over myself. I'm really gonna die now. Shit. Did I just put my hand in it for whatever reason? Or did it fall in the pot? Classic. It has to happen. I'm gonna wash my hands quickly. Yeah, I feel like contrast is the only way to go with these guys because they're so tiny. So you have to like really exaggerate the shadows and stuff. Be right back. I might get a snack. I don't want to alarm anyone, but there are no good snacks in my house. I don't have anything that I want. I went for a banana, which is healthy, but it's not spiritually sustaining. I missed. I wanted something nice. Damn. I could stay losing. Should I have a Warhammer model on Discord? Okay. You're just gonna use chat as a way to make me look at Discord? What the fuck? Crazy. It's like a Titan that's been painted like a Gundam and it's been painted insanely. You like how British people say banana? Banana. What's the difference? Banana. Is that like the American version? Why did I look at the camera when I bit that? Because I missed the first time, so I looked at the camera like I'm in the office. That better? Tiny dab of white on these little freaks. On their heads. Oh. Oh, that went well. Note how I sound surprised. That is like incomprehensible. There's no detail in that part. Doesn't count. Is the painting therapeutic? Yeah, I feel very relaxed. It does hurt your back though. If you don't watch your posture. I remember it used to like really hurt after a little bit because you can get like Especially with ADHD, you can get like really sucked in and lose track of time. Make sure you get up and walk around every 20 minutes. Who is the pistachio colored bunny by himself? Oh, okay. I don't know. So I got a message from my accountant that there was a parcel for me, and I was very, very confused as to how there would be a parcel for me at my accountant's, because I don't order to there. Someone had found one of my, my accountant's address through like HMRC stuff, like where you can look for people's companies, and they sent it to my accountant, which is creepy but nice. I was a bit paranoid initially, but I don't know, seems fine. It's just a bunny. But I didn't want to mention it because I don't want it to happen. More than the one time that it happened. So that's alright. I do appreciate a gift, it's very nice, but I don't really, I don't want people to send stuff to me or to send stuff to my accountant, because that's not fair on them. They are doing accountant things. I assume important accountant things. I haven't asked. Hopefully they sent money. What? Why would they send money? They just sent a bunny, and sent a little pistachio bunny. And he lives there right now. He lives there because he hasn't been introduced, I guess. He lives there because I forgot. I'm painting base rooms right now. I'm painting shoulder rooms. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's going well. But I used the regular color instead of like the color it's supposed to be. Like gold or black or whatever the hell. Because they mean different things. Did you know that? Did you know? Did you know they mean different things? Because they do. Did you know? Have I checked the bunny for a hidden webcam? Yeah. I squished the bunny. No, I didn't check for a hidden webcam, but I did give it a squish in case there was anything in it. I just assumed it was, going to be anthrax or something. Maybe one day. That wasn't an invitation. I would prefer not to be sent anthrax, if possible. If I get a choice. Which I probably wouldn't if you were planning to do that anyway. I fucked that one up. Tell us what they mean. Okay, see if I remember. It's the battalion. It's the what battalion, basically what rank they are. White is like esteemed veteran, and Terminators have to be like veterans. They're not any other battalion. And then it's gold, and then there's like red and purple in whatever order, and then the 5th battalion is black. I know that because it's cool, and I want to paint the borders of my Space Marines black. And then I don't know the rest. Don't remember, but it basically is like 10 to 1, and then 10 is like new recruits, and then 1 is the best dudes around. Very accurate, very scientific. By the way. Now you can go to a nerd shop and impress them with that very vague knowledge that I've just bestowed upon you. And hope that they don't ask you to elaborate. I am ridiculously relaxed. Crazy. Ignore the company markings and paint shark. There is like a shark faction. I don't remember what it's called, but there is a shark faction, right? Something, I was reading about it earlier, I think. I know that there's a shark faction. I don't remember what it's called though. It's called something sharks, pretty much. Carchadons? No, I don't think it. I think it's something. Let me just check. It's probably in my search history. No, it's just tons of porn. That's a joke. Space Sharks. Space Sharks is a faction. Ow. Sorry, they needed to be click-clacked. Space Sharks is a faction. I'm gonna mix a little bit of my weird little speed paint with some of this white. Not white, some of this lighter blue. So you have like a mid-tone. I've been neglecting mid-tones. Damn. Neglecting my wife. The glass dinging is not a secret painting training tool, I promise. I would not be conducting psyops upon you. Maybe. I wouldn't tell you if I was. Come along, little Icky. Do good. You're so brave. Thank you. I am brave. I'm hoping the nighttime hallucination was a one-time thing. I would much prefer it to be, if I get a choice. But something tells me that I wouldn't really get a choice if it wasn't plagued by the night spiders. This is difficult. Yo, this is tough going, but worth it to paint these tiny guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably would not like spend this long on tiny dudes if I wasn't streaming. I'd probably just paint them up blue or something. Well, to be fair, like, I only like these because they're little. I'm not gonna play like epic scale, so may as well put some effort in. I ran out of words. Your turn. You say some. It's your go. See? It's hard, isn't it? It's difficult when you're on the spot. It's tough. Tough to perform. I am a soldier, thank you.
Good chat.
Thank you. Did that say something? No. Thank you so much. Yo. Little dudes. They're coming along. They're like being brought to life before our very eyes. We're watching them grow up. Honk. Edge highlight, perhaps? Why, Icky? Okay. they're tiny. Why are you doing this? Stop. I stopped. I'm gonna also, this midtone is like light blue mixed with speed paint, and I'm gonna just like kind of put it over the top of these light spots to make the white a little bit less bright because it's a bit too white. It's a bit jarring, although it'd probably look nice on the table because you'd be able to see it. Hell yeah. I wanted it to be like bright white as like a nice highlight, but for some reason it's just not hitting. It just looks too bright, so kind of watered it down a little bit with the blue. There are so many crackheads in this city, by the way. It's like actually horrible. It's not a very comfortable city to live in, I wouldn't lie. But Pibby likes it, so it's gotta have something going on, I guess. I'm suffering. Ding, ding, ding. That's the final bell. Time for me to kick your ass. Okay, my back hurts. I got these burned bushes for basing, but I think that they might kind of look cool as like smoke or something for these tiny little scaled guys. I'm not sure. Or like impact zones or something. I'm gonna do the base in a sec. And then see, and then that'll make it easier for me to actually like see what needs changing on the dudes, on the doodads. What am I gonna, does this, oh, I can try the earth shade. Black speed, no. I need some base gray. I need like a gray. This is called Ash Gray. If only it was Ashley Gray, then we'd be winning. Is that a person? That's Sasha Gray? Is she the porn star turned actress? Think I'll do more of them? Maybe. Yeah. Why not? I like, it's a nice excuse to paint. And like, sometimes I want to paint, like the last few days I wanted to paint, but I've been like, oh, I can't like set up because I've got a stream after and I have to put all this stuff away. So this is a nice 2-in-1, you know? Is this better or worse than video games for my brain? My overall health as a person? I need a bit more. Who knows? Who knows? Better? Okay. I don't know if that's factual, but spiritually, definitely. Mentally better. I don't know if it's like, I think they're probably the same in healthiness, right? I mean, video games builds your like hand-eye coordination and stuff, but I guess this is creative, which is also very important. Tiny little base. This is tough. I used to have like a little light and everything, and I don't have one at the minute. But I will get one. A little hobby light or something. I need to get everything, don't I? I'm like, I stocked up on a bunch of stuff and I'm still missing lots of things that is like normal. Or like makes it easier. Like I don't have like very much basing stuff. I have like cool additional things, but I don't have like followed from the front page when I asked about Warhammer sharks. Aren't they called the Macos? I don't know. I googled it and I saw space sharks. Let me find out. Space sharks, 40k. Oh, I typed in most of those words wrong. Space sharks. Their war cry is first in, last out. That's also the war cry of that lady who slept with 1,000 people. Space Sharks is a loyalist chapter of Space Marines of an unknown founding. I think they're just silver. Wait, they're a successor of the Raven Guard, which is very weird. Don't know how that makes any sense. Here is a picture. Their logo is a shark. Who would have guessed that? Who would have guessed? Not me. Crazy. Such creativity in these Succession chapters. You can basically just like do whatever you want, I believe. That's why the Succession chapters exist, so you can just have your own lore or do whatever you like. Or I think maybe it's just, I don't know, it's writers making new ones too, so they get like their own little thing in the lore. I don't know. Come on, little tiny dudes. One downside, I only have I only have these Space Marines, which are the Horus Heresy ones, Mark something blah blah blah. Not the Primaris ones, and the faction I've chosen is only Primaris. Literally was born after the start of that whole thing. Uh-oh, big mistake. Just means I have to buy more stuff. Gotta be lore accurate. So, I have to go to the shop and purchase things. Oh no. Credit card company's favorite person right here. Credit card companies fear her. That sounds like I don't pay. I do. I'm not in credit card debt. Promise. I know that sounds like what someone who was in credit card debt would say. But I assure you, that couldn't possibly be the case. Horus Heresy is almost like historical. How do you play? I have no fucking idea. I did learn at one point, like, the basics and, like, how to play Kill Team and stuff, but I don't remember. You roll dice, and then you check a manual, and you do that 5 times, and then the game ends, and there is usually a winner. I don't know how to play, sorry. Each dude, I'm gonna attempt to explain it, even though I've just said many times that I don't actually know how. So each dude has like values of like how many dice you would roll for their weapons, or what kind of movement they have, or any special abilities. And also you get like basically power-ups for the type of faction that you choose, faction bonuses and stuff, and then you each have 5 turns of like movement. Then they used to be a psychophase, isn't anymore. Then I don't know if it's shooting first or like charging. I don't remember. And then there's I don't know. You have command points, I think, or that might be a different game. That might be in Star Wars Legion. I'm doing great explaining this. How do you play? I'm explaining it. I just explained how to play perfectly, actually. Never learned. Never will. No, maybe I will one day. Come on, speed paint. Do your thing. Make this quick. End my suffering. Make me seem like I can actually do stuff. Make me seem like I am good. Honestly, I just like it because models fun paint. I like buying, and I like gluing stuff together. And I like painting. And I like the lore. Icky's recall on game can actually barely learn from years ago is actually impressive. Somebody called me impressive. Hell yeah. First and last time that will be used. I'm glad. I'm pretty good at remembering, like, remembering. I'm pretty good at remembering useless shit. Like, pretty good at remembering plots of comic books or movies or TV shows. Not people's birthdays or anything useful. But any kind of, like, fantasy media of any kind, sci-fi, apparently I can nail it. Fantastic at it. I painted on the table. Uh-oh. Honestly, surprised I didn't do that earlier. Gunflower's cool? Yeah, I like that too. That's what I started with before I did this. Before I started painting in, like, the olden times. I have some to make that I am behind, obviously. I have a pile of shame with that too. Don't you worry. I got a clothes pile of shame. I got clothes I haven't even worn. It's just, you know, there's not enough hours in the day when you have to rot on your phone. Your BF doesn't know your birthday, but he has movement patterns in Five Nights at Freddy's down. Hell yeah. I write stuff down. I know that I'm never going to remember, so I just write it down as soon as I think about it. Look up our girl Fiddler from Infinity. Okay. Icky, delete Windows 32. This is one of the trans people. There's trans people in Infinity. Don't know why they haven't been banned yet. I think it is. Some of the nomads are like, trans women. Cool. Hell yeah. I have a bunch of Infinity. I like, Infinity feels like more traditional hobby because it's metal, which means it's really annoying. You have to, like, stick things with, like, green stuff or blue tack and then super glue it so it actually stays stuck. And it takes, like, fucking forever for it to dry. And you have to, there's a lot more of, like, the mold lines and, like, the little extra little nubbins you have to clip off and sand. So it's like it's more like Gunpla. It's like a long but relaxing process. Except this little bitch was not relaxing. What factions? I have Pan Oceania and the Oceania? I read that wrong. Pan I don't know. I don't care. And the Yu Jing, I think. The yellow people, white banner, and the knights, the blue knights. Pan O. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna call it that. Thank you. What was my next step? I need this. Is this like bone color? Ancient stone. Hell yeah. Pan O was a mistake. Really? I'm pretty sure that's what is written when you, like, search up and stuff. Model I'm most proud of? I don't know. I haven't, like, finished crazy amounts. Some of my, like, just started. I like this one because I built it, based it, and painted it in one day. That was, like, it arrived in the mail, and I, like, got on with it and did it. And there's a baby Yoda that goes with it, and I made a little rock float, like he was using the Force. That's cute, and I was just proud of myself that it didn't go in the pile. I just got it done. So I like that one. I be learning right now. We be learning. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say. Jeez. I need to learn more. Okay, I might be done. Might. I am painting the pavement that these old dudes are on. Like a stone color. And then I'm gonna go back over it with one of the washes because it's too blue right now. It doesn't look like pavement. I can't really dry brush it because the dudes are in the way. Not that I'm blaming you guys. You're fine. Don't worry. You're okay. You're valued. However, it does make my life harder. Hi. Best stream ever. Because I'm not yelling. No one's being mean to me. It's kind of nice. I will say my tummy does hurt, but God gives his biggest tummy aches to his strongest soldiers. It's still wet. No. Okie dokie. Another layer on the pit stove dried. We got this. If I wasn't streaming, I'd probably paint a lot quicker. I think. But I'm like trying to be careful. So I have something to show at the end of this. Well, I don't even know if I do because it's so small. But I'll try. It might be easier to see, like a side by side with one of just the regular ones when I'm done. These are definitely like batch paintable. All they need really is like a dry brush and a wash. I'm just being extra because they're the only things I have that are based right now. Because I don't like going outside and spraying the spray can. Because I don't want to be judged, and I don't want to get it on my clothes. Or in my lungs. I'll have to wait for Boy to come, because he quite likes doing it, I think. Or he does it, I don't know. He just did it last time, so I'm hoping that energy carries. Because I'm a baby, and I don't like... I used to spray paint walls, so I don't know how I've fallen so far. I don't want to cover up the detail, like the cracks and stuff. I think... Oh, shit. I think if I let it dry, and then try the earth shade that I found, that's been in a box for 2 years, and I'm sure will be perfect. it may look nice. When did we get a pet mod feature, by the way? Because just one day it just existed. When did that come into the world? Did I just do that? Oh my god. I just painted one of their tiny heads. It's my graffiti tag. I didn't have one. I put up like fly posters and we would graffiti. It was like, it's hard to explain. It was mostly just practice, and then I stopped. I stopped because of like lockdown and transitioning. Just had other stuff going on. When I was in university, I was like, with my friends, we were trying to make like an art scene in Birmingham because there is a very, very small one, but not anything like crazy. So we were trying to like make that a thing. And then I think, lockdown just kicked everyone's ass, so only so much you can do. Bunny. This is an excuse to buy more models, right? That people like this. This is totally an excuse to buy more models. You always regret not going to uni? I will repeat, 70 grand debt. Do not, you didn't, the only thing I got from uni was like borrowed time, I think. I didn't actually learn anything new. Like, I got good advice about art and stuff. I learned like how professional briefs work. I didn't learn any new skills in terms of art. Like did I? I don't know. I don't think I did. No, I think I already knew. I was always like kind of good at trying to expand what I knew, and like my college was pretty good at making us do stuff like that. But I had people in my class who were like learning how to use Photoshop in third year. Well, and even in first year, I think it's kind of bad. I think you should, if you're doing illustration, if you're doing art, you should kind of know how to do that already by the time you get to uni. But I guess they learned things, whereas I didn't really like, I don't think I learned a new skill, but I may have and I'm just forgetting. I guess like I ended up doing all the graffiti stuff extracurricularly, and we made like posters and sold stuff at like art fairs and whatever. I was like building a little brand, so that's learning. I'm painting the floor, and it's getting into the therapeutic zone where it's just like mindless and easy and it's coming together. The therapeutic zone. That'll be $200. Completely silent. I apologize. No, I don't. This is my time. This is for me. I'm having some me time right now. Oh, I'm so impatient. Just let that part dry. I keep going over the same bit because I don't let it dry. Okay. Cover it up. And then stop. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Drop. That made me think of the puppy, and that made me a bit sad. I tried to teach the puppy drop. He did not wanna. Do I have fancy brushes? Yeah, I do. I'm kind of scared to use them because I don't want to ruin them. I don't want to ruin them, so I'm like, I don't know. You have to put them away nicely and like clean them, and I have all the stuff for it, but I just, you know. Genuinely? Okay, there we go. That's good. I made this harder on myself. That'll do. I like the black hair. I'm happy. It doesn't feel like it's different. I don't know why. It feels different. It's been long enough that it feels different. It feels new. It doesn't feel like I've like returned to baseline, even though I guess I have. It feels just feels right. Oh my god, you've been clicker trained by my glass. Every time I click the water glass, you drink soda. Clicker trained. I'm waiting for it to dry, so I can. That's dry, right? It's dry enough for me to try and ruin it. There's like one little spot that I fucked up by just moving it when it wasn't ready. But I can fix it. I can fix it. Oh my god, actually I'm fixing it. Oh my god. Genius. I had no faith. And it still worked out. Hell yeah. Okay. Once it's dried a little bit, I will not dry brush it because I can't, because this dude's in the way, but basically dry brush it. No, I'm gonna put a wash on it. That's it. I'm gonna put a wash on it. You're being weaned off the clicker into the glass. No. Kids these days have never seen a ruling pen. What's that? What's that? What's a ruling pen? Medieval torture device? I don't know. What is it? I'm just gonna make it up. No, I don't know. I got nothing. Maybe you'll come back and tell me. I'm gonna chuck this wash on. I can't believe this like still is fine. It would these two, the Null Oil and the Earthshade, were in that box for a very long time. I'm fairly confident, like when I moved the second time, when I moved to Finn's house, the modern one, not the first one. I'm pretty sure a bunch of my boxes were just in a wardrobe thing, like in a cupboard, and I didn't unbox them because I had nowhere to put them, and I didn't really use them, and I'm pretty sure the paints were one of those things. that was just like stuffed away in a cupboard, and just like it's just I don't know. Crazy that it hasn't dried out. Oh, sorry. It's a pen that you can adjust the space between two nibs to create a very precise line. Cool. What? Can you just use a ruler or something? Psh. Why did I... What's the context? Why did that come up? Oh, sleepy. Eat out my damn brain. Traditional art techniques. Ooh. I'm waiting for this stupid little thing to dry. If I stare at it, it will dry quicker, right? Seems to be working. Hidden tech. Can you distract me whilst I wait for it to dry, please? Can you say something that... How many calories are in this sleepy time granola? 182? I could have that. I could have that as a snack. It's got lion's mane in it. Isn't that... What is that? It's like a mushroom? Or something? Ashwagandha. What's ashwagandha? I'm gonna Google these things because I don't want to put shit in my body. Oh, it's just like a supplement thingy. It's a plant. Hell yeah. It's got wild shit in it. It's got green tea in it. Yeah, lion's mane is one of those weird ass mushrooms. One of these little freaks. They want to put shit in my body. Drinks Huel. Huel is natural materials. Food is supposed to be like that. I'm checking if I can, I don't know. This is why I was checking it. Apparently lion's mane can interact with SSRIs, so 11-minute read. Pfft, no way. I'm gonna speed run this shit. I'm gonna read it in a minute. Ashwagandha is a testosterone amplifier. I mean, that's fine, because I have, like, tiny amounts of testosterone in my body. I'll be chilling. Can you take lion's mane mushroom with antidepressants? Exercise caution and seek guidance. Fuck. I don't know. Does it? I don't know. High doses? Well, I'm not. And it's in a granola. I feel like I can just fucking eat it. I feel like I can just eat it. I'm not gonna die. Icky dies. It'd be like the Always Sunny intro. Icky dies. The options are it will make me... Oh shit, I didn't make it wet. It will make me mega depressed or very much not depressed. Or serotonin syndrome. Could happen. Ain't got me yet. Okay, it's still wet. God damn it. I want to dry brush you. Dry, you shithead. I will leave it here so it doesn't dry out. Okay. You gotta entertain me because I'm waiting for it to dry. Otherwise, I'll go on my phone like a child. I still got all of these dudes in my life to get done. I need to come up with a faster method of painting these guys. Maybe base first. So I can like go crazy, go ham, and then build them up from there. With the blue wash. The blue wash worked. It worked. Who's to say? Maybe if I just try it now. Okay, that was ridiculous. There was no paint on that. Come out, what's wrong with you? There we go. I just had to tease it. The cat just sneezed. Are they allowed to do that legally? Okay, I'm just gonna paint the bases of these guys. Quickly. Because it doesn't matter if I get it on the main model because it's just a base layer. Smart Icky. Sometimes I refer to myself as Icky, like in my own head outside of streaming, which I don't know if that's healthy. But it happens. The persona is too powerful. I'm machine lining these dudes, whatever it's called. I can't remember what the actual term is. Gonna paint their little base at third person Icky. Yeah, I don't know her. Just persona too powerful. These little bases that come with the epic scale are textured. So they have like street material. They have like segmented pavements, which is cool. It's supposed to be like you're fighting in like the Imperials, because it's like 30k stuff. Deep lore nerd shit in 30k. If you want like a creative hobby, I would definitely recommend it, because you can get into like kit bashing stuff or different color schemes, or you know, you can have like a concept for your army. Like someone I watch on YouTube made their orcs like all Mad Max, which is cool. Or you can just, you know, come up with your own thing, and then you get to work on that, and then the longer you do it, like the more you have to show for yourself. Realistically, the more grey plastic you have, but it's the thought that counts. And if you're looking for a non-creative hobby, granola. Ever since you got a full-time job, you keep missing my streams. That's probably for the best, right? Like, it's sad you're missing my streams. You will be missed, but you got a job. That's way more important. I wouldn't worry. There's always the VODs as well. they go to YouTube or Twitch, whatever you prefer. I don't know if Twitch VODs have ads. I think they do, but so do YouTube ones. So suck it, losers.
Good chat.
Thank you. I am normal. I can be trusted around firearms and with credit cards. This is difficult. You can't dry brush on this. I'm gonna have to like not dry brush. So it's this, I'm doing this exact same as dry brushing, except there's just paint on the brush. Just a little bit of paint instead of the whole dry brush method. Because this is just too small. No, don't worry, honey. I love when it's epic scale. There you go. That's what you can tell your partner if they are not well equipped. Yeah, it's never actually like a dry brush. The name is a lie through and through, but it is kind of, I guess. It's closer to dry than what I'm doing right now, which is just painting with a dry brush. An inferior painting brush, I guess. I want to like, the only issue is now it's going in the little like texture of this, which sucks. I am very professional, as you can see. I'm very rusty. It's been such a long time since I've like done any of this, so you have to excuse me. Oh, that's not really been okay. Yeah, I know. I need a separate camera. If I do this more, I will make sure that happens. But for now, we have to live with it. How did I get into it? I don't remember. I think I maybe just saw like a model online or something and was like, oh, I want to paint these. These look cool. And then I went to the like wargaming shop in my city and just bought like a starter set because I wanted a hobby, and it just kind of progressed, I guess. I stayed interested. The horrors persisted, like always. Oh, real life, which is, you know, ultimately not as interesting, but I've begun the great unboxing. I have gone through all my box stuff. I know what's in all of my moving boxes, and I'm unboxing them. I'm unpacking. Here we go. Look. Here is some dudes. They are just no. There are some dudes. Are they in focus? I can't see. And then here is some wet painted dudes that aren't ready yet. Okay, wait. It looks 100 million times worse because the paint isn't dry on the Earthshade and I haven't like put the highlights in. But the dudes look alright. They are contrasty. You can see their guns and the shiny metal. You guys can't see it as well as I can, because they are fucking minuscule. Next time I will paint regular big boys, and we will test my skills as an artist. Right now, I just wanted to see if I could actually do that in any functional capacity. Answer is maybe. They look quite good on the table. They'll look better when the base is done. I think the base is like somehow very important because it's just a lot of, because the guys are just so small. It needs to be a nice contrast. What's like a good contrast for blue? I don't remember color theory. I don't remember color theory very well. What's a good blue contrast on the wheel? Is anyone gonna beat me to it? Orange. I don't wanna, okay. Maybe like, okay, I should make the bases like kind of orange then. So like, it will highlight the minis more. Oh, this is kind of nice. Oh, this is rust. It's a rust effect. Hell yeah. Maybe that. What else is in here? There's red. Is there any more oranges? Like pre-made? It's a metallic one. What is that? Lava orange. Crazy. It's not metallic. Lava orange might be a little bit intense. I used to have, like, pigment. I wonder if I still have it. I used to have red pigment because that's how I made the clone dude. Come here. Are you in a box of wonders? Does the pigment still exist? Hello, box of wonders. Show me your secrets. I have a bag of wood. Where's this pigment at? Oh, it's here. Here's one. Modeling pigment. This is that color. I have a red one somewhere. That would be like nice contrast, like with the clone guys. Hello. Find. Search. Oh, it's here. Oh. I think maybe I'll just dust that on the bases when I'm happy with the color, and then that will be the contrast, so that you can see the model better. Hell yeah! If it was dry, I would try and give an example. Maybe I'll test it on this dreadnought. Still seems to be functional. We have a winner. I'm gonna use this. I don't know what this is for. I think this is just another dry brush. Corner edge brush. It's for edging. All of these are for edging. I forget. Do you need water or not? I don't think you do, right? You just... No, apply it straight on the model. Hell yeah. I want to see if this works. I mean, it kind of just becomes like painting. Because these are supposed to be like city panels. They're like tiles, basically, of a street that have been like, they're all cracked and some of them are metal. So putting on just kind of brushing it on like this just kind of makes the base go orange and look dusty, but I could kind of just get that effect with paint, really. I think it maybe the pigments work better when it's like this one where it's there's none on that one. Where I did like the textured base of like Mars or something, some space planet, you know? And then I put the red pigment on, the orange, and it just makes it look a bit nicer than... This is the original color. This like weird little orange thing, and then they get all pigment red and it looks kind of nice. Okay. thanks for watching me paint some random dudes. I would continue and show you, but it's just not drying. So I don't want to be here forever and ever and ever. I've got some snacks to eat. Thank you very much. I will see you all tomorrow, unless for some reason I, wake up deeply sad or something. Hope that doesn't happen. Good night, lovelies. I will, next time I paint...
Good chat.
OMG, hey, didn't know you had a second channel till now, Lamau. Been watching your spicy content since I was 16. Love, ooh. Kissing face emoji, kissing face emoji, kissing face emoji.
Good chat.
No. 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 Goodbye. Jesus. No.